is the Leatherman Free P4, and this is a fresh plier head for the Free P4. And by viewer request, we're just going to be swapping out these plier heads today. They are the same, they're identical. This is one I just happen to have on hand, but a viewer asked if I could show how to do the swap, and so that's what we're going to do today. Now, this mod will work on the Free P4 and the Leatherman Arc. If you have a Free P2, it's going to be basically the same. There's just a few differences in the spacers. We'll talk about that when we get into it. First thing I'm going to do is go ahead and remove the pocket clip. This is from Donk. I love these pocket clips. It's going to be a T6 drive just to get that off. And we'll just throw them on the bench. Why not? I have a magnetics parts tray nearby, but it's full. So T6 driver just to pop off that pocket clip because it blocks access to our pivot screws here. Set that T6 bit aside and jump over to the T8 bits. Those are what's going to be done for all the rest of the pivots on the Leatherman Free P4. And I'll show you here, when you get a plier head from us, it's going to come with the plier head you see here, as well as two small elastomer bushings, I believe they're called. And those are two little rubber pips that help actuate the plier head. I don't have any on hand at the moment, but there are two inside this tool, so we're going to reuse those. But when you get them, if you order a plier head from us, it will come with those two elastomer bushings as well. So T8 drives, just take out those two screws like so. They should be on the same side on your Free P4. You can see those screws are gone, and our pivots are still going through, so that's A-okay. I'm going to go ahead and pop those pivots out just using a brass punch here. Use a pencil or anything that comes in handy for that. And you'll notice some of our spacers here may stick to the frame because of magnetism. That's okay. Let me grab some tweezers here, if I can find some. I know I have some nearby. Here we go. I couldn't do that in a million tries if I wanted. That just stabbed into the bench and stuck. And probably bent my tweezers, if I'm honest. These are the elastomer bushings we're talking about. So just a small little cylinder of rubber. And that is what we'll have to salvage out of this plier head. Now, I guess I can just put this plier head back in. So we'll set this one aside. But you'll notice those bushings, they will pop out. They sit in these little grooves here. And I'll try and move my finger from behind so you can see, and sometimes they'll just fall right out. But they sit all the way up to this front edge here in those slots in the plier head. And that is where we want them when we put this back together. They can be a little finicky. They will want to fall out. That's okay. Let's go ahead and start putting this back together because that's what we're here for. Now, I want to make sure our orientation is correct. So we're going to want to slide our plier head. When it's closed, it's going to close like this. So the tool's open on the outside and the plier head slides down below. So just make sure your orientation's correct. I've got that one elastomer bushing in place, but you can see it's blocking that path. So I'm just going to go in with my tweezers and nudge that over. And we're going to come in from underneath again. And we're going to start sliding in our pivot. So there's our pivot. The next thing that goes on is one of our spacers here. There's one on each side on the P4 and on the Arc. On the P2, you're going to have a washer on one side, and then one of these big spacers on the side with the blade, the larger tool. Let's see if I can do this in the hand. And the orientation here does matter. I'll show you from the other side. When we have those spacers in place, whoops, we want it to look like this. So that's pressed all the way up against the frame, and this little notch here aligns with this edge of the frame. And if you guys are joining in the live stream, appreciate you guys being here. We do live stream these on Tuesdays at 3:30 for our channel members. So thank you guys for being channel members. So I'm going to orient this so that it's correctly oriented with the frame. I'm just going to set that in place, try and hold everything together. And right away, you're going to see that washer or that pivot is going to want to push that bushing out. That's okay, but we do want to keep it somewhat in place as we press that pivot right past. And you see, again, that bushing is sticking out. Not a problem. We're just going to take a spudger here, just something flat and easy to use, and we're just going to press that bushing back into place on the plier head so it's nice and flush there. That is that step. We will grab another spacer here and slip that onto our pivot. I'm just lifting that frame up ever so slightly because now we're working on the plier head as well. And just like that, you can see we've got that pip oriented correctly, that little notch. And if I press the frame together so that nothing pops free, we're going to see that plier head will spin open and pop into place. Those little elastomer bushings are what presses it into the frame to keep it oriented. I'm going to put a pivot screw in here real quick. Easy peasy. We're just going to get that cinched down. It doesn't need to be fully tightened up. Just don't want anything falling apart on us. And we'll work on the other side. There goes our spacers. That's okay. Let's see. We should be, in this orientation. Excellent. So let's go ahead and just set one of these spacers in place, roughly, if we can. It's been a minute since I've been at the bench, which throwing off my dexterity. Normally I've obviously would never screw up on camera. So let's get that bushing in place. Use a little bit of like lithium grease if you want it to help keep things in place as you're assembling, but shouldn't be an issue. I'm going to go ahead and let's grab a smaller punch here for just a second. I'm going to go in the other side and just work around that bushing and move it, just physically move it out of the way just a little bit so that that pivot pushes through. And then we'll do the same thing with our spudger here. Maybe I can show this a little bit closer. We've got that elastomer bushing there, and we're just pressing that down into our plier head. It might fight us. I'm pushing against the pivot as well right there. That was silly. But just like that, it will seat in place, no problem. I'm going to just nudge that frame out of the way just a little bit so I can get this other spacer in place. And obviously, we've shown full breakdowns of the P4 in previous videos if you want to check those out. But, it can be easier if you're taking the whole frame off. But if you're not manipulating any of the internal tools, I don't really see the point if you just want to swap the plier heads out. There's a little bit of wiggle room where you can get those plier heads moving. And yes, it does look like I put the screws on the same side, so that's fortunate. It's an easy mistake to make. I'm just tightening that up. And now we'll grab a second driver and we'll just cinch these down the rest of the way. That's as easy as it gets for a modification, just swapping that plier head out. As always, I like to over tighten. You can add a little Loctite to these screws as well. We don't usually show that because these tools get opened and closed a lot. But I like to cinch them down to be fully tight, and then I usually back them off about a quarter turn. Depends on your preference and the tool in hand, but backing off about a quarter turn usually gives you a nice feel, just like that. They'll swing around, if I can avoid the magnets, they'll swing around no problem. Both handles swing open easily and lock up. These are custom scales, by the way, if I didn't mention that. So let's figure out which side our thumb bar or our pocket clip goes on. It's going to go right there. I can see the little marks. So we'll just get our pocket clip added back on, and that is it. We'll jump into the member chat here in just a second. Again, if you're not a channel member, you can join us a few weeks early to watch these Mod Monday videos live as we record them. And you can watch all of our live streams again after the fact if you miss them. Otherwise, the Mod Monday video will be coming out in a few weeks here. So let's get that screw in place. Cinch that up nice and tight. Love these Vera bits for this because those T6 drives are nice and small and they can be prone to stripping out. So just like that, we've got a brand new plier head. Well, it's the same plier head, but you could add a brand new plier head to your Leatherman Free P4. The Leatherman arc is going to be absolutely identical to this, just different colors. And the Free P2, if I didn't mention, it's going to have the thick spacer on the side with the knife blade and I think the scissors. So whatever the longer tools are, you're going to want that spacer to accommodate, to make room. You can see right there where that blade bypasses the plier head via that spacer. And then on the other side is just going to be a small round washer, which can be tricky to slide in. But if you do that one first, send the pivots in from this side, drop the washer in, then you do your plier head and the spacer. It's all very much the same. So that is it for this Mod Monday. I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you'll consider joining our channel members to watch these live in the future, and we'll catch you in the next video. Jumping into the member chat right now.